From Divines, the Star of the Light, Adrian Elise, June 2nd through 9th, 2025, Turning of the Tide, SuperNova Astrology Update. Venus is in conjunction to Chiron and Aries. This is like a great burst of energy, a culmination of what has happened from the last 8 months of an extended retrograde season involving all of our personal planets. Venus coming up to Chiron is a powerful statement. She has been through the ringer, but she will not back down. This is where she takes a stand for her whole trueness and completely drops the programmed loops of sabotage and pain. Venus and Chiron together marks a rebirth of a whole new feminine. We are finally starting to understand and reap the rewards of these last months of retrograde. It's been a difficult time for many supernova souls, and yet we are finding ourselves stronger and more resolute in claiming the life that is truly ours. Venus will come into sextile with Jupiter and Gemini on June 5th. This is activating the long-standing sextile between Jupiter and Chiron, which we have been feeling since the end of April. This is about opening doors to creative solutions and healing our deepest wounds. We do that by listening to our inner voice. Jupiter coming to the end degrees of Gemini is inviting us back into intuitive communication with our higher self. This energy is forcing us to bring back out into expression all that has been suppressed within us. It's a great time to write it all down and tell your story, to sing your song, to really allow your truth and create a voice to be heard. We must release the past in order to breathe a new song into the world. It will be a big shift of energy when Venus moves into the sign of Taurus on June 7th. She is so glad to finally be home after such a stressful retrograde in the dark ages of Pisces and the pressure cooker of Aries. Venus will come right into square with Pluto and Aquarius on June 10th. This is pushing us to transform our self-worth. What if massive abundance really is coming in the Aquarian age? Do you deserve it? Would you be able to let yourself have it? These Venus transits are like a definitive end of the Piscean age. We are freeing the feminine and inviting her back into her own glory and abundance. Mercury in Gemini will come into sextile with Mars in Leo on June 6th, which is an activation of the most true inner knowing and supporting us to express it in the world. Mercury will come into square with the nodes of the moon on June 7th. For the whole month of May, we have been feeling Jupiter in Gemini and square to the nodes of the moon in Pisces and Virgo. The pressure is on to speak our truth. So much truth has been buried in order to hide the past. Jupiter at the end degrees of Gemini is bringing it all up to the surface. Mercury will catch up to Jupiter in Gemini on June 8th. Bringing us great clues towards understanding our own unique message that we came to share with the world. This will start a snowball of energy leading up to the final epic square between Saturn and Jupiter, which is exact from June 15th through the 18th. This is a complete breaking of the old way and a new start into something completely different. Saturn and Jupiter squared up in January in the signs of Pisces and Gemini. Now they will square up in the cardinal signs of Aries and Cancer, a great energy for starting something new. Mercury will move into the sign of Cancer on June 9th and square up with Saturn at 0 degrees Aries. The next few weeks are marked by this definitive final square between Jupiter and Saturn. It's a turning of the tide. Now that we are completely out of the extended retrograde season, it is time to process what has happened and reassess our lives. So many of us supernova souls have felt absolutely clueless about what direction to move, or may feel completely immobilized. We are preparing to really get moving in completely different ways. By entertaining openness to options, we prepare ourselves for the unexpected. That's where the magic is, and we need to position ourselves accordingly, to prepare ourselves to be ready to receive, even if it looks completely different from what we thought it might look like. Magic is afoot. Saturn in conjunction to Neptune at the beginning of Aries is an opportunity to reprogram our whole reality back to the new original dream. From AdrianAlise.com.